I'm Ashley Kyle.
And I'm Bob Spicer.
And this is your Lake of the Ozarks news update brought to you by Lake TV and LakeExpo.com and sponsored by Yacht Club, Powersports, and Quick Car in Osage Beach.
And today we're going to be talking about the aftermath of flooding around Lake of the Ozarks.
Concerns about Missouri ID cards.
A battle over health insurance in Camden County.
Plus, we'll take a look at events coming to the lake this weekend.
All that after a message from Yacht Club Powersports.
Yacht Club Powersports has expanded to ensure you have fun on both land and water, on the trails and on the road with Can-Am, Kawasaki, Victory Motorcycles, Arctic Cat, and Polaris, which introduces the 2015 Slingshot. On the water as the world's #1 Sea-Doo dealer and are proud to introduce the Supra and Moomba boat lines to the YC Powersports family. Look for our new showroom this summer off Formula Way in Osage Beach, and you can find us off Highway 63 in Columbia. Yacht Club Powersports, where the fun begins and never ends.
As we enter a new year, the worst flooding the lake area has seen in 30 years is finally behind us. On the last day of 2015, Ameren was able to close the dam's floodgates when the rain had finally stopped and the Truman Dam gates were closed. Truman Lake is still much higher than normal, but Bagnell Dam Director of Hydro Operations, Warren Witt, says that Truman Lake is more capable of handling flooding because it has less shoreline development than the Lake of the Ozarks, and it was built specifically for flood control. Now residents around the lake are picking up the pieces, cleaning out their homes, and hoping never to see a flood like this one again.
A woman who went to bed in a dry house woke up to find herself trapped inside her flooded home last Monday at the height of the flooding. Rocky Mount Fire Protection District firefighters were sent out at 9 a.m. in the morning to rescue the woman. The woman was afraid she would be electrocuted if she tried to leave, so she called 911. Firefighters accessed the home using a fire truck at the porch level. The woman climbed down using a ladder and there were no injuries.
As lake residents take stock of the damage to their property, Attorney General Chris Koster is warning them to be on the lookout for scammers who follow weather disasters. Storm chasers typically go door to door and use high-pressure sales tactics when offering to repair or clean up services. They may not be able to show local references or prove they are locally bonded or licensed. They also might try to convince residents to sign a contract that lets them negotiate directly with the homeowner's insurance. To protect yourself, the Attorney General recommends that you ask for identification from anyone who claims to be a government official. Do not prepay for work and get 3 written estimates for the work if possible to avoid price gouging.
Employees at the Merrimack Springs Trout Hatchery had to work fast to protect their trout from washing away during flooding last week. The park was bombarded by water from 2 directions when the Merrimack River backed up, and the spring also began pumping out more water than hatchery manager Wesley Swee had ever seen before. Workers got aluminum screens over the trout pools just before they began to flood. Swee was confident that all the trout in the production pool were safe. His biggest concern, though, was that a rock dam was broken in the flooding, and when the spring slows down, there won't be enough water to feed hatchery pools. That is until the dam can be repaired. And until that time, an emergency pump will be used to pump water into the hatchery from the spring.
A semi-truck hauling coffee creamer crashed on Highway 7 last week and leaked creamer into a nearby waterway. The Missouri State Highway Patrol says the truck had turned on its side and the road was shut down for several hours while the vehicle was moved. Whenever there is a spill on a roadway, the DNR is contacted, but the event was not a big environmental concern because only a small amount of coffee cream got into the water. The truck driver was uninjured in the accident.
Governor Jay Nixon and other Missouri leaders are looking for ways to solve a dispute with the federal government over the state's driver's licenses. The Department of Homeland Security warns that the state's exemption from federal identification rules would end on January 10th. That means Missouri driver's licenses and identification cards would not be acceptable forms of identification to enter federal facilities after the 10th. And while you'll still be able to board a plane using your Missouri ID, you will not be able to get into military bases or nuclear power plants with it. Missouri Senate President Ron Richard has asked his top attorney to investigate a possible fix. White House Speaker Todd Richardson says they're trying to figure out exactly what the department's objection is with the ID and why they suddenly decided to stop granting the exemptions. After all, everybody wants to get into a nuclear facility, right?
2nd District Commissioner Cliff Luber is speaking out about the county's finances, saying they could be in trouble if the commission decides to make costly changes to its insurance plan in 2016. Presiding Commissioner Greg Hasty is responsible for signing contracts the commission has approved, but he refused to renew the county's health insurance plan because of legality concerns. Last year, the county switched to a self-insured plan that, according to Luber, saved the county more than $400,000. But some are concerned the present plan may not be legal. Luber says the county would need an additional $400,000 if it changed insurance plans, and that money was not planned in for the 2016 budget. Coming up, we'll take a look at events coming to the Lake of the Ozarks. That's after a word from Quick Car in Osage Beach.
Your vehicle, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. It's your sometimes office and your all-the-time concert hall. For all your vehicle is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Introducing the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For only $20 a month, wash your car as often as you want. Enjoy significant savings and never worry if it's going to rain or not. Join the Wash Club today. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time.
Eagle Days is this weekend. That brings all kinds of activities to the lake on Saturday and Sunday. Head to Wilmore Lodge and Bagnell Dam to observe some of the eagles that winter here in Missouri, or meet birds face-to-face or face-to-beak at live programs at the School of the Osage Elementary and Osage National Golf Resort.
If you're in the mood for summer fun, you can head up to the Overland Park Boat Show. That's running Thursday through Sunday at the Overland Park Convention Center. And you can see the new 2016 cruisers, runabouts, performance boats, and more. Tickets are $9 for adults and $5 for kids.
How about a winter swim? If the weather is giving you cabin fever, remember you can head over to the Westlake Aquatic Center in Laurie for open swimming from noon to 5 on Saturdays and Sundays. It costs just $4 for kids and $6 for adults. I hope the pool is heated.
Or get active on the ice this winter with Broomball at Old Kinderhook. It's open to everyone and happens every Wednesday from 8 to 10 p.m. It costs $8 per person and equipment is provided. All you have to do is dress for the weather. This has been your Lake of the Ozarks News Update.
Thanks for watching us on Como Connect Channel 90, and of course you can watch us anytime on mylaketv.com, and don't forget to check us out on Facebook. See you next time.